Hey Virgo, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is going to be your love reading for the month of July, and these are oracle readings, which give out pretty detailed information in short readings, which is why I love doing oracle readings for the love monthlies. There's been very spiritual connection going on here on almost, I think every single love reading has shown some kind of a spiritual connection. So let's see what comes out for Virgo. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good for this love reading for Virgo, for anyone with Virgo placements or anyone else who's guided to see the Virgo reading for the month of July. That's too many, just one or two. For the whole month of July 2022, or whenever anyone is guided to see it. We have true love, Virgo, a love reading. What else do we need to know? We have retreat, codependency, and separation. Wow. Wow, there's a lot going on. So, we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And we also have codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. Okay, so keep this in mind. I feel like you're in some kind of other relationship, but in love with someone else. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. You're in some kind of, there's some reason why you've been stuck with someone else. And Spirit says it's time for you to get away from that codependency, whatever it is, because it's keeping you from this true love. I don't know if you know this true love yet, or if it's someone you've yet to come in contact with, but you really can't be with them until you've completed whatever this is. Let's find out. All right, let's get into it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know about this Virgo reading? I did not expect this from the Virgo reading to have this come out. What do we need to know about this? What is most important? Love for Virgo, anyone with Virgo placements. Hostilities. Wow, angel of strength. What else do we need to know about this reading for Virgos? True love. Codependencies, retreat, and separation. What is this about? What do we need to know? Is there got to be more about this? Financial constraints. Okay, so you might stay with somebody out of obligation. Give me more information here. Virgo reading. Somehow you're dealing with something that you're either in some kind of codependent relationship. Yeah, man holding the coin, and what's at the bottom? The man holding the heart. Wow. Oh gosh, this is kind of mind-blowing. So you're in a relationship that's really not the right relationship for you. It's just not a happy relationship, but it's going to take strength for you to leave because there's some kind of financial bond between you and this person. I mean, there's a lot. Like, listen, it's a big deal when somebody gets divorced or leaves behind an old partner, or let's say even if you're not legally married, but you cohabitate together, you bought a house together, you have any kind of connection financially or whatever, it's very difficult. It does take strength to leave that person behind. It takes strength to want to go through how hard it's going to be to leave that person behind, how hard it's going to be to move on, but you're missing out on the love. Right after we pull all this about the money and financial constraints and the hostilities and we pull the man holding the heart at the bottom of the deck. And remember, we also have this. It's like these two cards are separate from the rest of the reading. We have true love and the man holding the heart, but they're separate from the reality of the codependency on the financial situation and the need to separate from this person and how hard it is. Wow. All right. Well, it is what it is. They can't all be puppy dogs and rainbows, but there's something definitely that needed to come through for the people that need this, right? All right. Spirit and angels, yours is the first that wasn't a reading about coming into alignment with your true love partner, but actually it kind of is. But it's like you have to do what you have to do this is going to be hard, because Spirit's showing you it's going to take strength for you to cut this tie with the person that you have a connection with financially. But if you want the true love, you're going to have to do just that. All right, let's find out. And you could be the man. So if it's not about you coming in with a man. It could be you are the man, right? Are you going to continue being the man holding the coin, or are you going to become the man holding the heart? But for most of you, I feel like you're a feminine who is with the man holding the coin, but you really want to be with the man holding the heart. Whether you know this person yet or not, you want to be with someone with an open heart chakra where you have a romantic love rather than a commitment that's not so romantic. Um, there's hostilities involved, there's financial constraints, there's a codependency, and there's a need to separate. Anyway, let's get into it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What else do we need to know about this? This reading could resonate at other times. It doesn't have to be for the whole month of July, and it could be for anyone who's really guided to see it. So even if you're a cross watcher, this reading could resonate with you. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. For this love oracle reading for the month of July 2022, Virgo love reading. What do we need to know about it? What are the most important messages? We have true love, codependency, retreat, separation. What else do we need to know about it? Status quo just came out. What else do we need to know about this reading for Virgo, for anyone with Virgo placements or anyone else who's guided to see the monthly love reading? Absolutely. So status quo, but changing that. So you're in a status quo cycle, but you're being, wow, really? You also got the transformation. All right, so you're being told to come out of, and look at all of these. I've never seen so many cycle cards at the same time. So you're in this status quo, and it's a decreased cycle. They're all cycle cards. I have never seen 4 cycle cards come out before. See at the top, they all say that they're cycle cards. I'll talk to you about that in a minute, but I want you to see what they all are. There's events cards, and there's energy cards, and there's people cards, and there's consciousness cards. There's all kinds, intention cards, and you got all 4 of yours are cycle cards. So Spirit's trying to get you out of a cycle you've been stuck in. So this cycle, it's codependent. It's really, wow. It's a status quo cycle. I stay in it because it pays the bills. Okay, it's a decrease cycle. I stay in it, it pays the bills, but there's hostilities. There's no real happiness. There's this 5 of Pentacles energy that has to do with either financial constraints or just feeling like I'm not happy. And Spirit says, or you can do this. Go into a brand new cycle, transformation and new beginnings. This is end of old, beginning of new. This is leaving behind. Look, it's a 5 and it's a 1. 5s mean transformation and change, and 1s mean brand new. A brand new journey, a brand new path. This is allowing that change to come in that you've been pretty codependent on, staying in the misery rather than moving into the joy. And Spirit's like, look, you can stay in a decreased cycle, but it's a decreased cycle. It's never going to get any better. Or you can step into this gorgeous new beginning. That path, in that path lies a beautiful transformation. But you're going to have to allow it to transform. You got to see, this is like the world. I don't know if you can see the universe back there behind her. That path leads her to ending the old cycle and stepping into the new beginning. It's gorgeous energy if you allow it. But we're seeing Spirit shows you what you're in and shows you what you could be in. I have never seen these cards come out like this ever. All right, give me one more card here for Virgo, please. What do we need to know? Very interesting reading, Virgo. It's like it's almost like you're being shown something. And this is, the 2 that flipped are travel and the loving woman. Okay, so this is an event and this is a people card. Okay, travel and the loving woman. So now we keep talking about the man, but there's the woman. So if you're a masculine, you're being guided towards this loving woman because you've been in a relationship with hostilities and codependencies and all that stuff. And there's the loving woman is about the true love. And remember, the women also got the loving man, which is about the true love. So either way you flip and twist this, I don't care if you're same sex. I don't care if you're opposite sex. I don't care if the man holding the coin is also the woman holding the coin. I don't care. But what I really see is that someone feels stuck in a codependent relationship because of money and things. And Spirit says we want you to have the courage to get yourself out of this. Sometimes we take a leap of faith, and even though we don't know what's going to happen, we're being asked to do it anyway, because no risk, no reward. That's what this reading feels like. No risk, no reward. And this doesn't mean running around making sure that you seal the deal with this person or this person and then you'll take the risk. This means taking the risk, doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, whether or not that person is going to be there to wait for you or not. This is almost like Spirit saying, you know, this thing you need to do, it doesn't involve them. They come as a reward. No risk, no reward. So this person comes as a reward for you following through and releasing somebody, because it's not right to be in a relationship just for money, right? So I hope that makes sense. And I'm just not saying that every Virgo's doing this, and you could be the one that someone else is latched on to for financial reasons. But either way, they're saying recognize it and realize what you're missing out on. You're missing out on true love, being codependent on someone, or letting someone be codependent on you and holding you back from true love. I hope this makes sense. It's going to be very specific for the people it's for. Of course, it's not going to be for all of you, thankfully. Those of you that this doesn't make sense for, there's a lot of romantic readings out there. I hope that you'll find one in your moon or your rising or your Venus sign somewhere else, because I know this wasn't very romantic, but it's the first one that isn't romantic. So I hope you'll check out the other readings, but it does have a clear message for the people that need it. All right, what do we need to know, angels, from the bottom? Oop, there goes one. And there it is again, strength. Look, again, Spirit says you have to have the strength to get yourself out of this. The strength to release it, even though you're codependent on it. Let it go anyway, because it's where you're going to get your rewards will be later. Yep, it has to do with this commitment. All right, so Spirit says it's time for you to have the strength to leave behind spontaneity. Says you might do this suddenly, and to purify, to cleanse that old toxic energy off. There's a lot of tough energy with this. This is like Five of Pentacles. This is hostilities, you know, and it's the strength, again, just like the strength card here, to leave it behind, to separate, retreat, get away from the codependencies, and to cleanse off that old, there's like an old toxic energy attached to this, whatever it is. They want you to cleanse it off so that you can open up that heart chakra and be ready for a new cycle and a person who is going to match you, as in both of you are coming through as the loving woman and the loving man. Different decks, same card. Loving woman and man holding the heart. But you're going to have to, you can't have the loving woman or you can't have the loving man if you don't rid yourself of the codependency with this other thing. That you've got to retreat, dump the codependency and separate completely from that, because if not, you're just going to bring down the vibration. You're going to turn what would have been a high vibration, beautiful new cycle into the same old status quo of a low vibration decrease cycle if you allow yourself to enter into this still being attached to another person. It's just, you're going to tarnish the high vibration. Now, I'm not saying that you guys will do this, but don't enter into anything with somebody who's still attached to anyone else. You'll just destroy the beautiful connection that could be in this like, it's almost like people, when people do this, they turn what would have been a high vibration relationship into a karmic. That's what they do. Like, you might come into contact with a true love, a true soulmate, and then somebody does this. They stay codependent to an ex, or they stay attached to some ex or something, and they bring all this karmic energy into their beautiful soulmate relationship. And now, not only is your ex your karmic nasty attachment, now so is this person. They think of you as a karmic nasty attachment. Now you've tainted the bond. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. Not saying that Virgos would do this. So guys, this could all be vice versa. Don't allow anybody to do this to you either. Okay. All right. I hope it helps, guys. Have a beautiful month. Please do check out your monthly readings. Just came out, the general monthlies. They're bigger. They're tarot cards. They're readings, big readings of tarot cards. Okay, check those out. Your weekly readings are out for last week. Well, this week, right? And don't forget, next week's readings are getting ready to come out in a day or two. The dailies were off the chain good this week. So was the weekend reading, and as always, there's a lot of other readings out there for you guys, so please do watch them. There's timeless twin flame readings. There's all kinds of stuff. Please enjoy them. Thank you guys so much, and happy Independence Day, USA. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.